Welcome to my Connecting Clinic channel. Today I am going to explain you about the breed specific diseases. There are certain breeds, nearly 20 I am going to explain you. Every breed has genetic disease. Some are acquired, some are genetically, mostly genetically. I want to tell there are 20 breeds. I will tell you one by one. Kindly see this video till the end because it's quite useful for everybody. Kindly pass it on to all the people who are having dogs because each breed has certain disease. These diseases can be cured in some cases, which cannot cure to some disease. I will explain breed wise. I will tell you how they look like, what are the diseases, and kindly pass on this video to every dog owner, every pet parents, whom you are having friends. And please see till the end because it will be, this video will be a bit longer because I have to explain about nearly 20 breeds. Each breed is having 20. I am telling you from my experience. This information is from my experience. I will show you what are the problem for that disease, how to counter that disease. Some diseases you can cure, some diseases you cannot cure. So it's very useful video. Kindly see till the end. And if you like this video, kindly like it, share it, and subscribe it, and press the bell icon so you will get the next video alert and notification, and you will be informed by the next video. So I will start with the video. Let us go to the video. First breed I want to tell you is Siberian Husky. This Siberian Husky is very much prone for autoimmune disorder because this is autoimmune disorder is this some antigens and antibodies they will act against the body and it causes several diseases. That is why the Siberian Husky is prone for autoimmune disease. Next disease is Bulldog. This Bulldog is very much prone for respiratory diseases. Whenever you take the dog for a severe exercise, generally breathing problem will develop. That's why I request you not to take this dog for severe exercise and don't make it run or fast so that it gets very annoyed. And because this will have a very small nostrils and narrow trachea. Trachea will be very narrow and nostrils also very narrow in this case of Bulldog. That's why never do too much exercise for this dog and the dog will have breathing problem. Next, the third one is Pug. You know very well this Pug is having eyeball will be coming outside. This dog will have an exophthalmic eye. The eyeball will be protruding. So the dog will get more of this damage to the eye. You may have noticed this problem. And also, this will have exophthalmia. This is called exophthalmitis. The eyeball will be coming outside. You can see in case of humans also. Humans also this exophthalmia will be present because the eyeball will not be present in the socket. This ball will be protruding outside. That is called exophthalmia. That is very common in Pug problem, Pug disease. I mean Pug breed. So be careful, and this problem will be very more. Next one is German Shepherd. I am telling you from my experience. This German Shepherd and Alsatian breed, otherwise known as Alsatian German Shepherd, both are having this problem of eating its own feces. It is mostly genetic, and also hip dysplasia is very common in this case because I have seen in several cases of a German Shepherd where they will eat their own feces. This is mostly due to a parasitic infection. This could be parasitic infection or deficiency of vitamins, minerals, or any enzymes. Peptide enzyme and amylase enzymes are deficient will be there in the dogs. These enzyme deficiency also will lead to the eating of its own feces during its developmental age, mostly before 10 months of age, attaining 10 months of. This can be cured in some animals, some animals it cannot be cured. That's why I caution you about this disease in this case of German Shepherd and Alsatian. Next one is Labrador. Labrador, you know very well, it is a very lazy animal. It is very easy. It gets obesity very easy because it is always hungry dog. Whenever you give the food, it always eating away. So this Labrador is prone for obesity. So it becomes very fatty. So if any dog or human gets fatty, the problem of this severe heart problem will be there and blood pressure will be there. Increased blood pressure and prone for heart problem. That's why Labrador will have this problem of obesity. Next is Beagle. The Beagle dog, epilepsy is very common. So this epilepsy seizures will come. That is why this breed also I advise you to avoid. Next one is Shih Tzu. Shih Tzu will have a wobbling knee disease. So patellar luxation will be there. Patella you will have in knee joint that luxation that patella will be luxated and it cannot walk properly. The Shih Tzu will have that problem. And boxer disease, boxer will have a cancer problem. Boxer will get lymphoma disease, lymphoma cancer will be there, and mast cell tumor will also be there. Next breed I am going to tell is ninth one is Dachshund. This Dachshund is very short and lengthy. Because of the short and lengthy body, it will have back problems and spinal disc problem also will be there. Very common in case of Dachshund. Another one is Doberman. This Doberman is very problematic for the disease is heart problem. So whenever any dog of Doberman gets very common problem is heart problem. If we take the dog to the walking and it gets a heart problem, so be careful about Doberman. It is very common. And Cocker Spaniel is ear problems, because Cocker Spaniel ears will be generally droopy ears. Generally fungal infection and the bacterial infection will develop very commonly. That's why in Cocker Spaniel you will have ear problem. Next one is Golden Retriever. In Golden Retriever, skin allergy is very common. Next one is Poodle. Poodle will have a glaucoma problem because intraocular pressure will be more, and the dog is more prone for glaucoma. Next one I want to tell, Rottweiler will have a joint problems. And next one is Chihuahua. Chihuahua will have a collapsing trachea, and generally it cannot very hacking noise will come, and the dog will be prone for very respiratory problem. Next one is Pomeranian. Will have very hairy breed because it will have a hair loss. Pomeranian will have the hair problem. Next one is Great Dane. In Great Dane, there will be hygroma of giant. Generally, what happens in this giant hygroma of the giant means there will be swelling near the joints. To prevent that, you have to apply the bandage in the growing stage. If it becomes severe, you have to open it and you should get operated. But because of that, this Great Dane will have a problem of hygroma, and also bloat will be there. It is very common in Great Dane. This bloat will be caused by the GDV complex, it is otherwise known as gastric dilatation and volvulus complex. So be careful with that. So, Boston Terrier is another breed. It will have a cherry eye. Cherry eye is its hardarian gland will be there in inner canthus of the both sides. Whenever it comes out, it will be like a small peanut size, and you should be operated by experienced surgeon only. This cherry eye should not be removed, because if you remove that cherry eye, it lubricates the cornea. Some fluid will come out from this adherent gland, and you should not remove it. It should be buried inside the eye through expert surgery. It should be done. And this Boston Terrier is a breed which is more common for cherry eye. I will show you in photos also. You can see in the video with this case. And next dog is French Bulldog. Will have a breathing problem. Another one, finally, I will want to tell you is the Dalmatian. The Dalmatian is a white and black colored dog with spots will be there. You know very well about this Dalmatian. This will have a urinary problem, and urolithiasis is very common. I have done several surgeries in my 30 years of service. This is very common in case of Dalmatian. That's why I caution you while purchasing this Dalmatian puppy. It will have a problem of urinary stones. It is very common in case of Dalmatian, and feces eating is very common in German Shepherd, and cancer is very common in Boxer. These are all breed specific diseases. Dachshund will have a back problem. These are all the diseases which I explained to you because these are all breed specific diseases. We cannot avoid. We can cure some diseases. Most of them are genetic in nature. Some we cannot cure. Hip dysplasia is a genetic disease in German Shepherd, and we cannot cure it. You have to go for osteotomy surgery, which is a major surgery. And also German Shepherd will eat away its own feces. There is a genetic and as well as acquired also. Acquired means some deficiency like vitamins, minerals will be there. So that's why these 20 breeds which I have explained you one by one, kindly note down and pass on the information to your friends who are having pets, and so that they will be also cautious about these diseases. And if you like this video, kindly like it, share it, and pass on to your friends, and press the bell icon. You will get the next videos about the various videos I will upload regularly every week, weekly once or twice you will see. So I hope you like this video, and thank you for watching this video till the end. Good day, goodbye.